Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. The second budget reading of September 16th, 2020. And I'm going to ask the clerk to call roll.
Mayor Weissman.
Here.
Vice Mayor Weinberg.
Here.
Commissioner Landman.
Here.
Commissioner Dr. Marks.
Here.
Commissioner Mizrahi.
Here.
Commissioner Narodsky.
Here.
Commissioner Shelley.
Here.
Mr. Wasson.
Here.
And Mr. Walton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you so much. This meeting shall be held in accordance with the Governor's Executive Order 2020-69, extended through Executive Orders 2112, 2123, 2139, 2150, 2179, and 2193. Because of COVID-19 and the need to ensure the public health, safety, and welfare. This meeting is being conducted remotely by Zoom. Due to the ongoing state of emergency and the recommendations from all public health authorities, the City of Aventura recommends that all persons view and participate in the meeting through electronic means. Members of the public have been directed on how to access the meeting through the agenda posted online and at Government Center. Members of the public will be able to provide comments via audio when the item is open to public comment. The city clerk will provide directions on how to participate when the item is open for public comment. At this time, let me ask everyone to rise as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Tonight, we have really one item, and it's the public hearing. It's an ordinance, the second reading of the 2021 budget. I'm going to request that the city attorney quickly read Ordinance A.
Thank you, Mayor. An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, establishing and adopting the City of Aventura ad valorem tax operating millage levy rate at 1.7261 mils per $1,000 of taxable assessed property value, which as a percent change of rollback rate of 1.7472 mils is negative 1.21%, computed pursuant to state law for the 2020 tax year, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Can I please have a motion for approval of the ordinance? Made by Commissioner Dr. Linda Marks, seconded by Commissioner Gladys Mizrahi. I'm going to request that the city manager review the item.
Good evening, everybody. Similar to the last reading, I'll go over it again. The millage rate of 1.7261 is the same millage rate that has been for the last 20 plus years in Aventura. That's due to conservative budgeting and matching of revenues to expenses. This year, due to the pandemic, extra conservative budgeting was done, and we were able to bring the budget in and maintain our millage rate at what you see now.
All right, I'm going to ask if any members of the commission have any questions or comments. Okay, seeing that there are none, I would like to commend the chief financial officer and the city manager for bringing us a budget that gives every single employee of the city a 3% raise and still keeps us financially solvent without having to raise our taxes. Kudos to both of you and to your departments and the people that worked with you. I'm now going to open the item for public comment and request the city clerk to review the procedures for members of the public wishing to provide comment.
Members of the public wishing to provide comments on this item, please tap the screen on your smartphone or tablet or move your mouse on your computer in order to raise your hand. If you're calling in from a phone, please press *9 in order to raise your hand. I do have a comment here from Jonathan Evans.
Jonathan, you've been recognized.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I just basically wanted to say something very similar to what you said, Mayor, on this. I want to commend you all on an excellent effort on the budget for the coming year. I'm very, very happy we can do the 3% raise for our employees at a difficult time. I think that's very, very important. But being able to keep the tax rate the same is magnificent, and I commend you all. I want to thank Brian, I want to thank Ron and David as well, please. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, there are no other comments at this time.
Okay, seeing as that there are no other comments, I'll close the item for public comment, and I'll ask the clerk for a roll call vote.
Commissioner Landman,
Yes.
Commissioner Dr. Marks,
Yes.
Commissioner Mizrahi,
Yes.
Commissioner Nowatzki,
Yes.
Commissioner Shelley,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Weinberg,
Yes.
and Mayor Weissman.
Yes,
The motion passes on second and final reading.
thank you. I'm going to now request the city attorney to read Ordinance B.
Thank you, Mayor. An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, adopting the attached tentative operating and capital budget as reviewed and approved by the City Commission at the review meeting held on July 16, 2020, as the City of Aventura final budget for the 2020 fiscal year pursuant to Section 4.05 of the City Charter, authorizing expenditure of funds established by the budget, providing for budgetary control, providing for personnel authorization, providing for gifts and grants, providing for amendments, providing for procedures regarding encumbrances and the reappropriation of unexpended capital appropriations, establishing the committed fund balance for capital reserve, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Can I please have a motion for approval of the ordinance? Made by Commissioner Nowatzki, seconded by Commissioner Dr. Linda Marks. I'm going to request the city manager to review the item.
Thank you, Mayor, again. There was no changes to the budget other than was recommended at the workshop, and that was to add the 1% salary adjustment. And we also reduced the amount of revenue projected for the red light or the camera safety program, and reduced that revenue amount to $1.5 million. Otherwise, we've matched revenues to expenses and made sure that we could cover all operations of the city.
Okay. I'm going to ask if any members of the commission have any questions or comments. Seeing as there are none, I'm going to open the item for public comment.
If there are any members of the public wishing to comment on this item, please raise your hand at this time. Mayor, I'm not seeing anybody who wishes to comment at this time.
Then I'm going to close the item for public comment and ask for a roll call vote.
Commissioner Landman,
Yes.
Commissioner Dr. Marks,
Yes.
Commissioner Mizrahi,
Yes.
Commissioner Nowatzki,
Yes.
Commissioner Shelley,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Weinberg,
Yes.
and Mayor Weissman.
Yes.
Motion passes on second and final reading.
All right. Now, can I please have a motion for adjournment? Commissioner Shelley, and seconded by Commissioner Landman. Anybody opposed?
No.
Okay, this meeting is officially adjourned. We will see everybody in the
Tomorrow morning,
9 a.m.
yeah.
for for our workshop.
That's a
Thank
more
you.
exciting
Good
meeting anyway. The morning's much more exciting.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you all and
Good
have
night,
a good evening.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.